So, I want to talk to you about the importance of knowing why you should be reaching for cleaner products. Because if you don't know why you should be reaching for them, you're not going to reach for them. So, I'm just thinking, like, whatever it takes you to set yourself up for success is definitely what I would encourage you to do. If you're someone who needs notifications on your phone, like on your reminders, set reminders, set alarms. If you need, if you know you need to use a supplement or an oil, then set an alarm on your phone for however often you need to do it. Like, I am definitely a frequent user of oils all day long, so I don't I keep them out. I keep them out so I see them, and I don't store them away. I don't put them in a cabinet. Like, they're out, and when I walk by, I see it, I grab it, I think about them, I put them on. Because once you start giving your body what it needs, it craves it. So whatever you give your body, it's going to crave. And I promise, when you stop giving your body the things that it doesn't need, because it can't fight two cravings, right? It's going to crave whatever you give it. So if you're giving it things that are full of harmful ingredients and toxins, it's going to crave those things, like the fake flavorings and the what is the word? The fake flavoring preservatives. It's going to crave that, like the food that you eat. If you take that out and you add in new, first you're going to go through this, oh my gosh, I'm missing all that stuff, I'm missing it. The craving is going to change, and you're going to want cleaner stuff once you start eating that and your body gets used to it. So first it has to actually withdraw and pull away from the harmful ingredients. And then when you start giving it good things, your body is going to naturally crave those things. And then when you try to add in something that was with bad flavoring or something you used to use, your body's actually not going to like it unless you do it all the time, and then it's going to crave that. So whatever we do is what we're going to crave. And then we get used to thinking that products are safe just because we can buy them in the store. And that's just not the case. It's not. Personal care products, cleaning products, just because they're safe or just because they're in a store or sold online even, does not mean that they're safe, especially like on shelves in a store. And when we walk through, we think, well, why would they be able to sell it if it's not safe? I don't know. I don't know. Why I don't know. That is a good question. It has everything to do with profits and sales and who's connected to who. But you just have to be able to educate yourself on that and know, okay, these ingredients are harmful and they're not going to help me and they're not going to cause extra burdens. I don't want those. These ingredients over here are going to help me, and it's going to relieve burdens, and I want that. I want that for myself, and I want that for my family, and I want that for my pets, and I want that for people who walk in my home. So you just have to stop. You have to stop trusting that just because something's in a store makes it safe, because it doesn't. I mean, you could go in a salon and you can get your hair done with a bunch of chemicals. Just because you can walk in a salon and get your hair done with a bunch of chemicals doesn't mean that it's safe. And please, I'm not saying don't get your hair done. I'm just saying, just because you walk through the door of something doesn't mean that what's inside that door is safe. So you have to know and be able to educate yourself. So knowing why it's important to reach for these things is going to be important for you for success. Change is so possible. It is so possible. So like right now, like I'm sitting in my sauna room. Peppermint. So I have it down here in my sauna room. I have it upstairs. I have it in my purse. I have peppermint everywhere. So I can reach for it. Like, it's in every rack that I have. I have oil racks in my kitchen. I have oil racks in my bedroom, and I have an oil rack in my sauna. And peppermint's on every single one of them. And it's in my purse because I'm going to reach for it all the time. And I put out the things that I'm going to reach for so that I use them. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so knowing why you need this stuff is how you're going to reach for it. You have to You have to understand that for you, and then you customize your needs for you. Like pick the first thing that you know that you want to work on. If it's cleaning up your space and you're just like, you know what, I know these cleaners are harmful. I've heard about it. I've been wanting to do it. I don't know why I don't. I want to use up what I have, and the next thing you know, you buy more of that bad, or maybe that's what you were brought up with, because that was me. I was brought up with certain cleaners, and that's how I started my house, was using those cleaners, until I found out, like, oh my goodness, like these are so toxic. Then you bring in the new, and you never bring in the old again. You bring in the new and you leave it. I'm telling you what, these cleaner by far is the most cost-effective way to clean. It is. It's so cheap. It comes concentrated in a bottle. It's so cheap when you start adding up how much you can get out of that concentrated bottle, and you make it. So knowing why you need to switch out your products is how you're going to set yourself up for success. You don't want to be breathing in nasty things. Please hear my heart here. You've got to stop using plugins. You've got to stop using body mists. You got to stop using fabric softener. Stop using fragrances, synthetic fragrances, personal care products that have synthetic fragrances in it. Candles has synthetic fragrances in it. That hurts our hormone health so much, not just our hormones, but our endocrine system, which is like your thyroid and your pineal gland and your pituitary gland and the thyroid and your adrenals, and so many things are, your hormones are one part of it, but your endocrine system has so many parts to it and glands, and it works with the rest of your body. So if you still have synthetic fragrances in your home, which, like, look at your ingredients on your personal care products. I guarantee you, if you're buying them off the counter and the lotions, there's really no such thing as, like, oh gosh, let me just think, like gardenia vanilla or something. That sounds kind of gross, doesn't it? Gardenia vanilla. But anyways, it's not really a gardenia plant, and it's not really vanilla. They use all these chemicals to create that fragrance. It's fake, and it's very strong because they use all these chemicals to create it, or like, say, Rain Fresh fabric softener. Like, that's not real. It's not Rain. It's nothing about Rain or Fresh. It's all these synthetic chemicals, and they bring them together and they put it in a bottle. It's a fragrance with a ton of chemicals that harm our lungs, our endocrine system, all of our body. And even when you're using that fabric softener and you're wearing your clothes, so it's absorbing into your skin, you're rubbing your towels on yourself, your sheets on yourself, and then it's off-gassing too to other people. Like, when I walk past people, I can totally smell their fabric softener. Even when I walk on the path behind my house, I can smell fabric softener pushing out of people's homes from their dryer vents as I'm walking along the path. Like, it's so dangerous. So you have to understand, like, every choice you make is either going to help your body or it's going to harm your body. And I want you to be I want you helping yourself. And doing that, it doesn't have to be complicated, I promise. Don't worry about, well, I don't know how to use that oil, and I read that you shouldn't do this, and I read that you shouldn't. Just stop reading, because everybody's like tossing all these crazy opinions out there. Trust me, I have been using these since 2012. It's good. My pets are good. I'm good. My grandkids are good. Like, everything's good. It's good. It's all good. My physical body gets supported. My emotional health gets supported. My house is clean. It's safe. There's not toxins and fumes floating around. Like, it's all good. I use the stuff on my dog. Like, it's all good. The stuff that is online, it's just a blanket statement. One, you have to look, is the person trying to sell a different product? Are they connected with a different company? Two, do they know personally? Did it happen to them personally? Are they just reading from something that so-and-so said, that so-and-so said, that so-and-so said, or they read an article? Like, you have to be super careful about that. It's just not all true. I'm sorry. Everything that you read online, it's not all true. If you have to use it. And then you'll know from personal experience. And I use all of it. I use all of it. And I'm telling you, I would never use another brand of essential oil. I would never go buy another brand and just use it because of the way that I use them. I do use them internally and topically and aromatically. And I wouldn't take in anything that I didn't know was absolutely pure. And so I'm all the way Young Living, all the way. Knowing why you need to reach. Oh, it's going to relieve some burdens physically and emotionally and household. Like it's just gonna, I promise. And the things that like cleaning off your cells and washing off the gunk that builds up on us when we walk out the door, that's important too. Like the oils are going to help do that. Like get that lemon vitality in your water. Lemon, grapefruit, orange, citrus fresh. Whatever one of the citruses that you like, get it. The vitality ones, I use regular, but if it makes you feel better, use vitality, go for it. Put it in your water and drink it. Clean off those cells. And make sure, like if you're not doing Ningxia Red yet, like totally get Ningxia Red in your life every single day, because you'll never be able to eat well enough. We just can't. Our food source just isn't good enough, even if we're eating organic. Get the Ningxia Red in there. Clean and wash over the cells. Get that whole body nutrition in there. All ages. Like I had my grandkids yesterday. I gave them Ningxia Red. Like that's what I do. I make elderberry syrup. I put my oils in it. I don't use like you put in clove and cinnamon and stuff like that. I don't use the ground. I use oils. I put it in there and it's the best. And I gave my grandkids elderberry syrup yesterday. Like you have to know why you need to reach for it so that you do reach for it. And the simple point of why you need to reach for it is for your wellness. It's to continue to make changes. We're never going to be 100% while we're here on earth, but we can sure relieve a lot of burdens, and we can do the best that we can do just to feel better. Each one of us who uses these products daily has testimony after testimony after testimony about how it helps everything. It helps our muscles, it helps our body systems, it helps our emotions, it helps our homes, it helps us get through trials and tragedies. It helps us, things get broke and hurt, and like my daughter, like a horse fell on her leg when she was horse riding lessons. Like we used oils and supplements for all that repair. You have to know why you need it and understand that having those clean products is better than having burdens, and then just do it. Get diffusers going in your house, and don't just use them as lights. Like I know it's awesome that we have the candle flickers and the lights, but once the diffusing is stopped, then it shuts off like automatically, but the light stays on. So that might, like for me, that messes me up. Then the light is still going. I'm thinking, oh, the diffuser's still going. No, it's not going. The diffuser quit like 3 hours ago because the light is still on. So if you're someone that needs that, like me, like, oh my gosh, like the diffuser's not going anymore and I didn't even realize it because the light's on. When you leave the room, just shut the light on the diffuser off, and that way you'll know like when it really stops running, because the whole point of diffusing is getting those oils in the air, and especially while we have our furnaces going, having the moisture in the air. Set yourself up for success. Relieve those burdens. Unburden your body. Unburden little kids in your house, big kids, teenagers, old people like me. Like unburden the things, unburden the animals, and use your products. Reach for them, grab it, put it on. Put oils on as many times as you want. Remember, it's not going to last more than 2 hours on your body. Keep putting it on. Reach for those supplements. Target those areas. Know that you're the only one that can do that for you. You're the only one that can set yourself up for success. And get that thieves cleaner and throw out, like don't even use up the rest of the toxic ones you have. Throw them out. Throw them out. Like get rid of them, throw them out, and don't buy them again. I hope that you start reaching, reach, and reach some more for these products, because that's the only way that you're going to live this lifestyle. And that's what it's about. It's about lifestyle change. It's not about a trend. It's not about a fad. It's about lifestyle change. And this is the best way to make lifestyle change, is reaching for those products over and over all day long. All right, we will see ya.